Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. Hello. There's the Oh. Well, it's class because it's got like a real cap on it. Yeah. Yes. Morning. Good morning. Let's see. I was looking at Thumper. It's he's got himself a classic old Pontiac here. It's Well, that's a classic Pontiac. Look at that. That would be a goat. What? Stop. What do you mean? Well, Hamster, if you'd just clean up your beer cans, you'd be fine. It's like, I have no beer cans. What do you... Labor Day weekend. Hello. Yeah. They don't start selling beer in Missouri till 9. I had to wait. Actually, I need some food. What the hell do I have? Let's see. I got some frozen burritos there. Potatoes. Oh, I've got some chicken. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm going to have chicken with the peppers and onions and shit. Oh, now I'm hungry. Good God Almighty. How are you guys?
Not be a smart man.
This looks like something I'd be driving when I was in high school.
But I know what rust is.
Yeah. A little rusty. I believe this is also a Pontiac goat. Excuse me, Forrest, you're missing. You ain't got no rear wheels there. I don't know how you're going to drive it. Notice the rear end's in the, it's in the engine compartment where the engine should be, but the engine is gone.
I may not be a smart man.
I don't think those are the original wheels either.
But I know what rust is.
How much did you pay for this thing? I mean, that looks like a quality unit there. Probably, 10,000? Well, it's rare. It's got that special Pontiac. I've got the rear end of the car in the engine package. I mean, you don't see that often. I mean, that's, come on. Worth more money. Yeah, looks like a Michigan car. Actually, if this, I don't know where you got this, Thumper, but if this were Michigan, there wouldn't be a car. It would just be a pile of dust. We all know how they do the salting up in Michigan. Oh, my God. Michigan, Illinois. Illinois especially is really bad when it comes to salting the highways. Why, excuse me, Hamster, why would they put salt on the highway? Why would you do that? It's for snow and ice and shit. Illinois is really bad. Oof. I mean, you drive down the road, you can taste the salt in the air in the winter. It's crazy. Well, hey, I just don't know how people survived when they had a rear-wheel drive car. How could they even move?
I got a welder and an ultimate set of tools. I can fix it.
Right. Yeah, well, sure. Yeah, duct tape, little Bondo, a little JB Weld. It'll be just like new. It'll buff right out. It'll be, sure, no problem. Yeah, this is a very special design. It's classic. I think did that have rag? No. I don't know what. Well, GM knew how to build them back in the day. And there's that special, I've got a tire in my back seat package. And you can see this black thing here, this plastic unit. That's the blinker fluid reservoir. Didn't know that, huh? Yes. Hey, Pontiac, we built excitement. Oh my goodness, look at that. Actually, to be honestly, this car is 55 years old. It's not really that bad. Half a century. I mean, come on. Oh, we would know what it was if the thing didn't fall off. What, did somebody take a baseball bat and beat the shit out of the car? How do you get? How does that happen? It's just, well, we needed one of them damn lock things for another goat, so I just, and then Thumper's gonna bitch at me. Oh, it's not a goat, you stupid. It's an Oldsmobile. Okay. Well, look, this has got the special dual color package. I mean, look at that. Huh? Got a red car and a black door. Man, that's tricked out. Holy shit. Look at that. Oh, look at that tire. It's got Goodyears on it. Those actually look like snow tires. Well, what do you expect in Michigan? Jesus. Excuse me. It's a rear wheel drive, so snow tires won't do you any good on the front. Just saying. Notice that too. It's got the we're missing the lug nuts package. Yes. I mean, this is quality here, guys. This is top shelf. What the hell are you going to do with that, Thumper? I mean, really, look at this thing. Blinker fluid, yes. Muffler belt package. I think it is a goat, or a Le Mans anyway. Probably. Is this where they had the gas tank behind the? No. Did they? Behind the, yeah. Let me tell you, they're young kids. There was a time when the gas cap was under the license plate. I know. What do you mean gas cap, man? I got one of those Toyotas. I just plug it in. Yeah, I know. I actually had somebody ask me once, Hamster, how did you drive your rear wheel drive car in the winter? I don't know. I guess carefully. Oh no. Well, let's see a real goat. See here. What else? What else is Thumper doing? Sweaty fat. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah. Whoa. Hold on. I like the idle version of this. When you're revving it up, though, it's the microphone. You're blowing out that. What is? Excuse me. What's this here? What is that? That looks like slow fire. Oh, can't have that on your beautiful goat here. Or is that plastic? I don't know. There's some mufflers and shit. Yeah, there's some smoke. Yeah. Nice car, though. Those are good looking. I like them. Oh, look at that. Is that the Barracuda? Or Oh, Pontiac again. One might get the impression that Thumper likes Pontiacs. I don't know. I had a Bonneville. Ew. Icky. No, not a nice Bonneville. It was a late model Bonneville. It's 91 or 92. What the hell year was it? Piece of crap, by the way. Yeah, not good. Although it did handle pretty well. Kind of surprised. I came to a construction area or something, and suddenly the road was blocked. It's like, holy shit. So I turned and it actually went. It's like, whoa. It's okay. Sure. Let's see. Undead Chronic. Western women put a cheap price on their souls. Yeah. Yep. Def Leppard, stand up, kick, love into motion. I don't know that one. Oh yeah, Adrenalize, right? Not the best there, boys. Def Leppard, Hysteria. What album? What album is that? That's pretty good. The third one, though, or actually their fourth one. Yeah, let's get rocked. Kind of ran out of gas, I think. Although they had 2 steps behind from, I think that was Terminator. So, how are you guys this morning? Michael Gruck. Hello, good morning. How are you? Oh, LeMay. Hamster, hey. Counter steer all the time on the Pontiac. Yeah. That was a really shitty car. I mean, it was okay, right? It got you where you needed to go, and it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't just kind of like a blob. Does that make any sense? Well, it works. Okay. No excitement in that Pontiac. Yeah, trust me, it's not good. And it had the three. What the hell was the engine? 3.4? No, it wasn't 3.4. It was 2.8 or 3.8. It just. I should have learned. Because I had one of those in my 79 Oldsmobile. The freaking thing never ran right. This was the odd firing or the even firing thing. It didn't idle. I don't know why. Some design flaw or something. But GM, what they said, well, doesn't idle. Customers are complaining. That's all right. Put it in everything anyway. Let's see now. Let me look that stupid thing up. 1992 Pontiac Bonneville. Oh yes, I did have the SE. Oh man, that's like downtown, bro. There it is. Saying goodbye to my 92 Pontiac Bonneville. Yeah. Did the transmission go out? That's about the same color I had too. And those wheels didn't last. They just got all garfed up, right? The sand and salt and shit. Yeah. Actually, I didn't have the SE. I just had the basic because this has the wing on the back. I didn't have a wing. But I had these wheels and but look at all this plastic. What the heck? Jesus. Oh, and 92 was the first year for this particular. The frame was the same, but this was a different body, different engine, and all that. Yeah, I sold it, and then the tranny went out the next day. I mean, I shouldn't rag on GM. I mean, they used to do stuff that was pretty good until the bean counters and their Microsoft project files got involved, and then they fucked it all up. Yeah. I strapped on some Oldsmobile coils because I couldn't find the Pontiac ones. Gee, oddly, they were the same. Shock. Oh yeah. Yeah, you couldn't polish these. I'm look at how could you polish these? How could you make them look good? How are you going to get in there with some mothers and polish these guys up? Well, not. Just was a real pain in the ass. Gosh almighty, there's a lot more window there than I remember. Holy crap. And actually one guy goes, hey man, I like these wing windows, I remember the good old days, when you had these wing windows. It's like that they don't really open. He's like, what? Why are they there? It's like, I don't know. Oh yeah, it's got the wing. I didn't have a wing. I didn't have that. Yeah, it was all right. Like I said, it's it's transportation. You're you're not gonna cruise down Main Street and get some chicks. Hey, baby, you wanna take a ride in my Bonneville? That's good work. I didn't even try. Yeah. Actually, Bitchface asked me, God, what year was that? 2001? Well, why'd you buy this car? I don't know. It was available, and I paid for it because she was all like leasing cars and all this crap, right? She actually had a really nice Honda. She had a Toyota something, right? Brought it back to the dealer, and she was leasing this Honda, like a 2-door. Really nice car. I think she had the V6 in it as well. Really, yeah, really good car. I actually had one. Well, years later. Yeah, that gold. It was a gold 2-door with the V6. Nice. Yep. Mine was a darker color. Wasn't this bright of red. It was similar, but not the same. And I didn't have a wing, so I think I got ripped off. Yeah, they charged me for the wing, but I didn't get it. Tail Gunner 2 says first car was an '84 Nissan Stanza I bought for $1. Well, nice. My sister had a Datsun. Believe it or not, they were called Datsun before Nissan. And she had a Datsun. Oh, I don't know what it was. It was a small 2-door thing. Fun little car, actually. You know, the Japanese figured out how to make friggin' cars. You know, kicked the Americans' ass. Let's see. Zealot Master, all Kavars look the same these days. Yeah, I don't know. I've got a Honda Accord. Really, decent car. Tail Gunner says, looks like an Oldsmobile I used to drive. Driver window always came off its rails. Oh, okay. You mean the Pontiac one? Yeah, I didn't have any problem with the windows because I think I actually had crank windows. I had the entry level model, but air conditioning never worked. The stereo was shit. I mean, most of the cars I've ever had, the stereo was just garbage. I don't know. Stereo? What are you talking about? Just listen to your iPhone. Yeah, 20 years ago, you couldn't have it didn't, yeah. Russell Dufresne, wing windows so you can smoke. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure. But they didn't open, right? They were permanent. So you couldn't really, yeah, I suppose you could open them up and smoke, I imagine. You wanted to. Let's see. Japanese didn't know about New England and road salt. Absolutely. Yeah. One of my stepfathers had a Datsun pickup. Was it a B210? I can't remember what it was, but that thing. Oh my goodness. The rust took care of that. It wasn't even that old of a car or truck, and it just rusted away. It was amazing. But you're right. Yeah, they didn't. For a while, it's like, oh my God. And frankly, the cars back in the late 70s were a bit rough, right? They weren't quite as refined. There were kind of sharp edges and shit everywhere. If you open the hood, there's sharp edges and stuff. That ain't the case anymore. No way. The Japanese, they know what the hell they're doing when it comes to making cars. Caesar 88, flying car Messerschmitt. It's my dream. Zealot Master, first car was 67 Ford Thunderbird. Was that one of the ugly ones? Or Will Tyler, is this the car radio show now? I just get in the mood, you know? What does a 67 Thunderbird look like? Let's see. 67 Thunderbird. I mean, hey, it's like, not so ugly. Kind of unique, really. Is that what it looks like? Let's see here. No, come on now. Oh, yeah. Only $386. So there you go. Buy one. I mean, hell, if it's $300, I'll take it. Looks like this has got a couple of tricks on it. The wheels and a little low riding going on there. It's nice. I like it. Let's see if we can find come on. Stop. Image. 67 Thunderbird. You can do it. Hamster, you can do it, man. yes, you can. Oh God. Let's see here. Well, there you go. $175. There, buy a whole car for that. Wow. Oh no, it's just the hinge. Oh. Yeah. You guys can't see it because I'm well, maybe you can. I don't know. Huh. That's a pretty sharp looking car, actually. Not bad. Not bad. I kind of like that, actually. Yeah. That's pretty gnarly, bro. 67 Ford Thunderbird, four-door hardtop. Oh, the suicide doors? Oh, the Lincoln stuff. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Suicide doors. What are the what's that, Hamster? See the doorknob is there? Means the door opens backwards instead of the normal way. Yeah. I didn't know they had suicide doors. Huh. Yeah. Pretty sharp looking car. I like that. Here I was thinking, here's the kind of ugly one here. I think it's ugly, but some people think it's beautiful. I'm sure. I think it's just kind of. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's not my kind of thing, but I mean, if somebody had one and it was in good shape, sure, I'd buy it. Why not? For $300 or whatever. Caesar 88, ideal plane. Do a flying car. Okay. Well, Tyler, for real, I want a sport car one day. Yeah, be kind of fun. Or a nice Jeep. Yeah, there's that's the problem. The nice Jeeps, hard to find them. Tight garbage. The price of cars has gone up ways. Oh, Jesus. I was listening to Scotty Kilmer. I don't know if you know him, but he's interesting. And somebody was trying to sell a 10 or 15-year-old truck with a couple 100,000 miles on it for $30,000. It's like, are you kidding me? No. Although trucks are, pretty tough. They last a while, but Jesus, 30 grand. I mean, imagine that truck in, 10, 15 years ago was probably about 35. They want 30 with 200,000 miles? No. Mm-mm. But unfortunately, if you really need one, you're kind of screwed, right? What are you going to do? You got to have a truck if you're, I haven't looked around in Missouri here because my car, it's only got 41,000 miles on it. So screw it. It'll be fine for quite a while. Tight garbage. Price is absurd now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to drive that thing until the wheels literally fall off. So that might be about 10 years from now, hopefully. It's a Honda. They know what they're doing. No, seriously. It's a good car. It's not excitement. It's not going to, give you a boner. Oh, my God, I'm in my Honda Accord. Oh, I got a Woody. But it's totally adequate and does a really good job. Gets great mileage. I think I'm getting 30-some miles to the gallon. That's mixed, highway and city. It's like, holy shit. It's got the 2.4-liter four-cylinder, I think it's variable valve shit, whatever. Great engine. I mean, I got to be honest with you. I can't even hear the thing when it's running. Sometimes I don't even know it's running. And of course, I'm getting old. My ears are getting, shot, whatever. Thing runs great. Although I got some bad gas, so it was idling rough. I mean, that's just to show you how you don't even know. And then suddenly you kind of like, it's like, what the hell's going on? Oh my God, my car's broken. Oh no. Bad gas. It happens. Get a little water in there or something. It doesn't quite run right. Justin Grigas. Good morning. Hamster and his 12 disciples. Free Ross is here. Hello, Free. What's up? Tail Gunner 2. Hold on here. Where did that go? My mom's old 1980s Dodge Colt. Yes. It was a tank. No frills, power nothing, no AC, heater and a radio. But yeah, it wasn't a bad car. Not terrible. Tight Garbage says, I found a Toyota Corolla 2011, 50,000 for 13. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Toyota, Honda. I would go with those two, although Mazda's pretty good, not the Wankel engine. Michel Gourvet, bonjour, von Hamster. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, Honda, Toyota, Nissan. Well, my sister has a Rogue, and this is her second one because the first one, the tranny, started going out. Yeah, the C constant velocity transmissions were not, well, they weren't the best. I think they've worked out the bugs, but yeah, not terribly great. And of course, you got Ford. Ford's good. I'm sorry. I mean, nothing against Chrysler. Just no, not a Chrysler guy. I mean, you give me a Challenger or a Charger from the late 60s, early 70s. Okay, now we're talking. But not the new stuff. Sorry. Although I hear the Hellcat, Challenger Hellcat with the huge engine in there. I hear that's pretty fun. Just not a big Chrysler guy. Just never have quite met what I would expect when you spend $40,000 or $50,000 in a car. The same with GM. I mean, the old man worked for GM for 30 years. That's a shame. You see, the thing with the Pontiac, for example, it did eventually, the transmission went out. But before that, it wasn't so much it was a bad car. It just wasn't really a good car. As I said, it's all right. It's fine. It works. And it never really had a big, problem with the engine, although it was dog. It had no power. And then the transmission went out. But it was just like little things like knobs falling off and plastic shit getting funny looking. And it's like they're, cutting corners here and there. And I certainly understand if you could save 5 cents a car, you make $1 million of those things. Well, it's real money, right? 50 grand's 50 grand, right? Tight garbage. I drove my first Nissan the other day, but I'm skeptical of them in Hyundai. Hyundai is really, I think they've really, really, really stepped up their game, to be honest with you. Do you want to hear about the Hyundai I had? I had a Hyundai. Datsun 380? Or was it 280Z? Yeah. 280 or 380, something. Let's look at my Hyundai. Oh my God. How do you spell it? Hyundai. The hell was it called? Accent or something? Yes. Jesus. God. This is their new one, and it's perfectly fine. I had a 2001. What a piece of shit. Oh my God. Yeah, it was like this one. What a piece of garbage. Do not, unless you are like, if you don't have a car, you're going to die or something, buy this fucking thing. Absolute trash. Now, did it work? Yes. That's the only thing you can say about it. It worked. But it was just, oh my God, was it a piece of shit. Jesus. I mean, you name it. It was I still have nightmares. But it was just all the stuff I talked about with GM, except worse. I mean, shit would fall off and knobs and plastic would break and all kinds of crap. And at almost exactly 100,000 miles, the transmission went out. Just, I mean, even the fucking radio didn't work right in this car. Even the radio didn't work right. Yeah, I sold it for $200. Somebody came and got it. And I said, hey, the tranny's out. There's something wrong with that. Oh, that's all right. I'll take it. So wrote me a check and he drove the thing away. I was coming home from work one afternoon And all of a sudden, I'm on the interstate, right? Doing 65, 70. All of a sudden it went, wing. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Oh, the tranny went out. I went into safe mode, second gear. That was it. So I'm driving this car for like 15 miles. I'm revved up to 7,000 just to stay like at 40 miles an hour. Oh, God. No, don't get one of these. That's no. Now, the newer ones, I'm sure they've improved at some, to some degree, but not that one. No. Don't do it, man. Don't do her. Unless you get it for $500, or something. Yeah, sure. Like 2019, if you can get it for $500, you're probably good, but not that piece of shit. I think it was a 2001. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. Really bad. Michelle Guevara, did it only pick the... No. I listen to talk radio, and that's AM. I don't know. I'm sure we call it the same thing in Portugal. The car would interfere with the radio, which it's not supposed to do. I mean, when we make these things, we test them so they don't interfere with the radio. No, don't. So you couldn't listen to the AM radio. It just, oh, God. Tight garbage, South Korean car. Yeah. I mean, they've really made some improvements, over the years. But I mean, they've been making cars since the early 80s, I think, here anyway. So it has been a couple of years. So I hope they would have improved over time. Ah, yes, BMW. No. As Scotty says, here's Scotty here. This guy, Scotty Kilmer, he says, they're fun to drive, but they're a money pit that never ends. Justin Grigas. 2 more were legal. Oh, well, maybe 3 more. Yeah, depends on your state, really. Tight garbage. At least when it breaks, the parts aren't as expensive as that's not true. At least at that time, I couldn't even get like a Chilton manual for this car. Nobody even made the friggin' manual. You had to go. I don't know, because I called the Hyundai guy, right? It's like, well, and yeah, we can put a new transmission in for you for like $2,000 or $3,000. I'm like, are you kidding me? No, no, thank you. I hated that car. Oh, I fucking hated that car. Sorry, hate to be an asshole, but God, that was a terrible car. Undead Chronic. The new Kush is good. I'm kidding. I don't smoke a Kush. Free Ross. Chinese radio Taliban propaganda. Yep. Michelle Guevara. I have a snap-on. Plenty of wrenches. Yeah, the problem with BMW is, at least from, Scotty and some of these guys I watch, they're just so over-engineered. They do all kinds of weird shit, right? I rented a BMW in Florida. Went there and visited it's convertible, like a 2 Series, pretty fun. But I mean, I wasn't blowing loads in my pants, driving the thing. It was all right, but it wasn't anything that special. It was all right. Yeah. It was cute and all that stuff, but for what they want for a BMW, nah. No. Mr. Hamster is a cheap man. Give me a Honda with 100,000 miles on it. Oh, man, that'll work. Yeah, but you're right. Nowadays, it's like, oh my God, it's insane. Yeah, it got me. Well, I mean, even when I was looking for a car a long time ago, well, this here car has only got 185,000 miles on it. So it's like brand new. Like, what? Are you smoking crack? Last time I looked for a car was, remember, you young guys might not remember, but I think somewhere in the mid 2000s, when Obama was president, he had this cash for clunkers thing where perfectly good automobiles were being scrapped. What did that do? do you think to the market? Well, kind of like today. Can't find a decent used car for a decent amount of price. All expensive. Because what was happening? Well, the government would subsidize you to buy a more fuel efficient car. And then they would grind up these perfectly good cars. Supply and demand comes into play, whether you like it or not. Eric Zumbro, good morning. How are you? Easy. Did you have a couple drinks last night? When I talked to you about 8 o'clock, you were 5 in already, bro. How many did you have? I mean, he's a straight whiskey guy here. Holy Jesus God. 12 whiskeys. Oofda. What kind of whiskeys did you have? Is it Jack Daniels or what's your thing? Free Ross says Prius subsidies, yeah. And Tesla. And all the electric cars. So fantastic for the environment, right? JKLXYX. This spring I picked up an 08 Saturn Aura, 3.5 and 60K, $4,000. That's a hell of a deal. That's really good. Those are nice cars. I mean, they're just GM, right? And for a while, GM did fine. So that's a good car. That's $4,000. That's nice. Only 60K. That's it's almost like literally almost like brand new. The only Saturn I really didn't like was that remember that 2-door one they had? That thing had an engine. I don't know what the fuck. How did that even get out? Dude, it was a piece of shit. It sounded like it was falling apart when it was brand new, for God's sake. Eric Zumbro, last night Jameson. Yes. The Nectar of the Gods from Ireland. James Young, that was the SL1. Is that what? Oh, God, what a piece of garbage. Oh, Jesus. And you guys probably don't know because some of you guys are younger, but Saturn was the thing. It's like the no haggle deal. The price on the car is what you pay. Oh, okay. Isn't really that was their big selling point. James Young's 92 Saturn SL2 5-speed manual. That was probably all right. Actually, I was in Minneapolis with this other girl was trying to set me up with this other chick, right? And we're going to some piano bar, where the two pianos play, that kind of thing. I think it was at the Mall of America. It was a long time ago. And the girl she was trying to set me up with had one of these Saturn things. Oh my God, what a piece of shit. Sorry. It was just, drummer Mikey. He had, I don't know what he has now, but he had like an S something or other. It was okay. An adequate car. But they eventually worked the bugs out. But those first ones were goofed up. Zombro, Toyota Camry still on with 171,000. Hell yeah. That's almost like a brand new car. You got a Toyota. Yeah. They just run. That's it, the way it is. They just run. I like them. I like Toyota, Honda, like I said. Mazda to some degree. I've heard Subaru has some problems though with that boxer engine. 2002 Ford Focus lasted 13 years. Oh yeah, it really, really depends. There's nothing wrong with a Ford, nothing wrong with Chevy, GM. There's nothing wrong with most of the car makers, except maybe Alfa Romeo or something, or Fiat. You probably don't want to go there. But, Fords are good. I like a Ford. Nothing wrong with Fords. They don't make cars anymore, except Mustangs. But, hell, GM's fine. They had a little trouble for a number of years. And the last GM I drove, let's see, what the hell year was that? I had a job interview somewhere, and it was a Malibu, a new Malibu. No. Nope. Tail Gunner 2, Fiat. Fix it again, Tony. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, remember Renault or Le Car? Remember the Le Car? God. Yeah. Tight Garbage says head gasket problems from the Boxer engine design. Yeah. Well, I worked with a different guy who was a mechanical engineer, and his girlfriend had a Subaru something. And he was wrenching on that thing every damn weekend because it kept burning oil and freaking head gaskets and all kinds of shit. Aldwick, hey, Hamster. Hello. Good morning. Caesar 88. Okay. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that Hyundai was probably the worst car I've ever, without question, the worst car I've ever owned. Except for the Vega sucked. I was 18. What are you gonna? It's fine. It's not like you're gonna expect the Vega to last forever. It was all right. It was manual. It was meh. I think it had the Iron Duke 2.5 liter 4-cylinder, but yeah. God, we could go on all day about that, but yeah, it was gonna be kind of a piece of shit. Yeah, the Hyundai was just, oh my God. I still have nightmares. What other piece of shit did I own? Actually, I had a 84 Cavalier, Chevrolet Cavalier manual transmission. That car lasted a long time. Not a bad car. No, it really wasn't. So they apparently GM did something right occasionally. Because I bought that somewhere around, I don't know, 87, 86, 87, something like that. And the thing kept running till about, 2-3 years later, and then the computer went out, right? So then you're done. That was a 2-liter 4-cylinder with a manual. It's all right. Not bad. James Young. Good band, Styx. Appreciate your work. Newer European cars are terrible. Well, I don't know. I mean, the German ones seem to have, it's just, I suppose it's kind of like going out with a really hot girl. There's always fucking drama. Don't need it. Tight Garbage. Subaru WRX is badass. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it was. Until it comes to fix it. Tail Gunner 2. Cracked head, every valve rattles, oil leaks. Yeah. I mean, some of you younger guys don't even know that back in the day, 40 years ago, you had to go bring your car in and have the valves ground down. So it was just, what the fuck? Really? You got to tear apart the engine every 40,000 miles to grind the valves. It's like, oh, come on. Metallurgy. It's hard to spell. But back in the day, 60s and 70s, it didn't matter. People just wanted cars. I don't care. Well, I got to do a valve job. No problem. Get the boys and some beer and take the engine apart. Jesus. Come on. Oh my God. Ed D, a buddy had a Renault Le Car. He drove like a maniac rally driver in the snow. Not bad. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm sure it was fine until it broke. And then, you're in trouble. Michelle Guevara. Italian cars are like their bikes are heavily made. Whammons drop a rain and the chrome and paint falls off and the electrics go up in smoke. I don't know why the Italians have such a hard time making cars that actually last. The Italians they're good at a lot of things, but it seems like the cars just don't work. They look good, but James Young, cars were much easier to repair back then. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's I think that's a mixed bag. See, because I'm an engineer, right? Electrical. So all this computer shit doesn't bother me at all. I can look at the thing and then kind of work through it and say, oh yeah, it's probably that. If the thing doesn't tell you. But yeah, in general, when things were, the coil points, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? Not too much to deal with there. So, well, it's running a little rough. Put some spark plugs in. Change the rotor. Change change the points. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I suppose. But a lot of the electronic shit that we have today was mechanical shit back in the day. Now, if you ever dug into a carburetor, that can be interesting. There's a lot of knobs and little levers and shit. It's like, hey, fuel injection, lot simpler, I think. Free Raw says, I don't know, I like Italian whammons. Oh, baby. What you need is an Italian redhead. Now, that's like a super duper. That's like a double. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Italian women, again, a generalization, please. Yeah, man, they got tempers. Like the Hispanic women, right? They're a little hotter, hotter tempered than, some of those white girls. They're just like, oh, my name's Becky, and I like to knit, and I love watching those Bachelor TV shows. Where the Italian girl's like, I hit fungu. It's like, whoa, hey, how you doing? James Young, I'm a computer guy myself. I can fix modern cars. You need to be good at troubleshooting. Yeah, well, that's again, it's a skill that you develop over time. I mean, it's not simple, right? I mean, you have to have some amount of experience or knowledge to do it. But it's not that bad. I mean, once you sort of understand what's going on, it's not terrible. And plus, you have the scan tools. You can hook the thing up to the car, and it'll say, "Okay, I've got code, P1074 or whatever." And it's like, "Okay, oxygen sensor." And then you do the mechanical shit, which can be a bitch depending on which oxygen sensor you're talking about. The one up in the engine is a bitch. At least in my car, it's just like how do you get at it? Oh, well, you got to look at the work instructions. First, take the engine out. No, I don't want to do that. Tail Gunner 2, my Italian father warns about yeah, bundle fun. Sure. Michelle Guevara. I've had Italian women say this to me often enough. What? What did they say? Zombro, brother had an 87 Cavalier. Yeah. I think mine was an 84. Not a bad car. It was surprisingly pretty good. Ran smooth, before the computer went out, it was fine. Tight garbage. You don't need patented software to identify car issues. Mechanical ability in the past to work in a car with the cred. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it, to be honest with you, is just, well, back in my day, we just had a carburetor and we could just, put some goo in there and sea foam and everything be fine. Well, things are a little different. Things change, right? And I think people are really reluctant to change more than anything. Because really, I mean, the cars these days, well, the computers and shit, seems complicated, but it makes sense. Because if you can control all the shit with a computer rather than mechanically, kind of, I'm there. James Young, tight garbage. You're willing to spend the money, you can get a good scan tool. $800 for a good one. Yeah. I've got a scan tool. I think my buddy Johnny bought it for Christmas. I mean, I don't know how much it was, but shove it in. ODB2. There it is. Or if you're in the United States, just go to like AutoZone or, pretty much any of these auto parts stores. They'll give you a scan for nothing, right? Oh yeah, you got code this, and then you look it up, and it's like, okay, I need a blinker fluid is low. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll fix that. Michelle Guevara, I need to get another. I do too. I've only got 2. Actually, I've only got 1. Yeah, what the hell? Tail Gunner, Mitsubishi. Maybe it takes some of you. My girlfriend Laura had a Mitsubishi Dodge when they were sort of together. It was all right. Again, it's something to get you around. That's fine. As long as you don't have to wrench on the fucking thing every weekend. My daughter actually came up to me, "Hey, Daddy Hamster, I'm going to buy this here Jeep Wrangler. I think it's a really good deal." I said, Susie, do you want to learn how to fix cars? Said, well, no, I don't want to do that. Then don't buy it. Because you're going to be in the friggin' shop every other weekend. I mean, Jeeps are fine, but they're a pain in the ass. I mean, my buddy John had one. He's wrenching on that fucking thing every weekend. Every weekend. He's got something that was wrong with the damn thing. And by the time he got through like 4 weekends, the shit that he fixed is already broken. It's like, no, thank you. All right, let's go back to something here. Let's see. What do we have? Yeah, there we go. Pontiac Bonneville. Let's go back to Thumper. All right. What the hell else is he at? Does he have anything except this Pontiac blowing smoke here? Damn, look at that thing. It is actually a it's not a ragtop, but it's got like the stuff. Two-tone paint. Black and red. Oh, all right. That's what kept me busy. All right, listen to this while I go get a beer.
This rusty truck ended up getting this thing with a blown transmission and supposedly a good running 5.3, although...
Excuse me, that doesn't look like a transmission, Thumper. It looks like an engine.
I've never heard it because this is the one that the dumbass was taking apart. So we finished taking it apart. Nice parts. I got a good windshield, good front end. Well, mostly good front end. An engine, transmission core, and yeah, lots of mess in my shop. So I got more floor dry. Man, I got a ton of parts. Anybody want a transfer case? I got 4 of these things. Got no use for them. All kinds of crap.
Oh yeah, when you work
this
on
is
cars.
What's been soaking up my summer. Not this particular truck, but messing with these things.
Dude, I didn't know Pontiac made a truck. How does what?
I got a good windshield, good front end. Well, mostly good front end.
It's just the eye of the beholder, isn't it? It's like, well, I got this, and then the flux capacitor
Engine,
in this car is great.
Transmission core, and yeah, lots of mess in my shop.
Yeah.
So I got more floor dry.
Well, you're up there in Michigan, so you're always in the shop because it's always winter.
Man, I got a ton of parts. Anybody want a transfer case? I got 4 of these things.
I'm good. Yeah, I don't know where I put that on my Honda.
Got no use for it.
Except in maybe the trunk or the boot, as they say in England.
Crap.
What the hell kind of a truck is that? It looks like a GM. Is it a GM?
This is what's been soaking up my summer. Not this particular truck, but messing with these things.
Mm-hmm. You can see here, this comes with the tire with the wrench on it attachment. Very rare. You hardly ever see that. I don't know what kind of truck this is, but I did have a GMC. What the hell was it? A Yukon. Oh, Jesus. I had to replace this thing. Me and Dr. Rico fix this. It's like, I didn't know anything about it. He's like, oh, yeah, here, let's do this. And then if you look in your engine around this thing, there's a bunch of coils and shit. And like, he's like, oh, yeah, well, it's rip it out. It's like, well, geez, aren't you going to break something? It's like, it's fine. That's why they make it that way. It's, okay. Yeah, 5.7, 350, 8-cylinder. Freaking strong engine, man. That was, That car weighed about 6,000 pounds. And then that 350 was like, I don't even know I'm there. It's nothing for me. Yeah, I mean, Chevrolet, GM didn't do everything wrong. That was a good engine. A solid 350 V8. Good. 5.7 liter. All right. Transmission was all right too, although it did go out because if you towed anything with your truck, you probably burned out your transmission. Oh, by the way, in the owner's manual on page 78, it says, do not tow anything if you're in overdrive. It's like, okay, sure. Easy. Best car I had was black 69 Chevelle. Ooh, 396. Get out of the way. You know, that is a chick magnet. Well, it should be. If it's just. Aldwig says, I wish I had a flux capacitor. Yeah. Man going his own way. It looks like dog pee on the shop floor. Probably. And piss and puke. Who knows? James Young, the tranny, is in the back of the engine. James, I know. I'm just. Sarcasm. It's one of those things. Tail Gunner 2, Fiero, the Pontiac Fiero. You guys probably don't remember that one, huh? Actually, Dr. Rico had a Pontiac Fiero. Let's look at that. Pontiac. You can do it. Fiero. There you go. And it's funny because a few of them did catch on fire for some reason. Maybe in Italian, fiero means fire. I don't know. Inflammable or flammable. Yeah, not bad, right? The engine was back here. So, whoa, come on. Engine was in the back. Mid-engine. Nice wheels on these. I like those laces. That's pretty nice. Is this Scotty? Pontiac Fiero? No shit. Found the best cheap sleeper. Yeah, two-door little sports car. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Dr. Rico had one. I don't know if he ever fixed it or what he'd do to it, but yeah. You know which one I like though? Which when Pontiac, well, they closed down Pontiac, but they did have that little Sportster sort of roadster thingy. What the hell was it called? Pontiac. Shit. Solstice. There you go. See? Google's your friend. That is just a sweet little car. I really, really wish they would have kept going like a Chevy something or a G or a Buick or a Cadillac or something. A nice looking car. And actually, the Saturn was a little better looking, I think. But still, I mean, that's just fun. It's got fun written all over it. Who wouldn't want this car? And what do? They kill Pontiac. Why didn't they keep this going? Honestly. Isn't that a sweet little car? I think it's great. I mean, if you can get a manual in that thing, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see, Pontiac. What was it? The Saturn something. Saturn. Is it the Sky? Maybe it's the Sky. Yeah. Good looking little nice car. And they just sometimes you wonder what the management, what decisions they make. Who wouldn't want this car? Just a fun little roadster, little convertible. It's got the manual in there. Who wouldn't want it? No, we can't have that. Jesus. Saturn Sky. I don't know why. I just really don't know why they didn't keep going with this car. That's a cool looking car. Let's see. I mean, yeah. I mean, look at it. It's gnarly looking. It's like a little Corvette, especially the Saturn. I would buy one. Well, where are you going to put your groceries? Don't give a shit. I got the Honda for that. This is just for fun. Especially if they get a manual in there. Am I wrong here? I don't think so. I think it's a nice looking car. They should have just renamed it a Chevrolet Mini or something. And nope. James Young, I almost bought the Solstice. Yeah, I wish I would have. I mean, you could still find them, but obviously they're getting a little bit old. And being GM, they're probably falling apart. Mohamed, hello from Egypt. Good to see you, sir. Free Ross says, vacation car. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you can imagine you had one of these and you had like a wife. It's like, excuse me, honey, I got to run to the Home Depot and pick up some 2x4s. Then go out and ride the thing for a few hours. It's like, honey, I couldn't fit the 2x4s in the Saturn. Yes. Man going his own way. What's the worst car you had? 2001 Hyundai Accent. Piece of shit. The worst car that's ever existed in the history of mankind. Garbage. Sorry. Don't mean to get emotional. James Young, looking at the Toyota GR86. I know it's a Subaru. I'd pass on the BMW Supra because I think it's nice looking car though. I mean, BMW, when the cars are newish, they're pretty tough. But yeah, you don't want to fix them. Bad. Who else is here? Let's see. Tail Gunner 2 says Lotus used Toyota engines. Lotus? Is that even a thing? Lotus. Who the hell makes Lotus? Is that like an English thing? I don't know. I mean, Volkswagen makes, what do they make? Audi, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Porsche. I mean, they make all this stuff. Volkswagen's huge. And I would have to say, one of the most fun cars that I ever drove, the hell year was it? The 99 Volkswagen Beetle. Oh my goodness. What a car. That was a freaking fun little car. Oh, what are you? No. 1.8 liter turbo, 6-speed manual. Bingo. Son of a bitch, did that thing go. Oh my God. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, that was a fun car. And the interesting thing about the Beetles, the previous new version of the Beetle, there was a lot of room in that car. You didn't feel like you were sitting in a little car. And it was actually really a big car. There's a lot of weight. It's like 4,000 pounds, and I don't know what that is in kilograms. 2,000. That was a fun car. Yeah, damn. With the manual and the turbo, holy shit. Oofda. Yeah, that would go. Until, of course, I wrecked it. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? You're a man. You wrecked your car. Well. Fun car. However, there's a downside to a Volkswagen. They're a freaking nightmare to repair and maintain. Because they're German. Germans know how to engineer shit. God, I think the engineers don't know how to fix stuff. It's like, oh yeah, we'll put this widget over here. So the only way to repair that thing is to take the engine out. It's like, Jesus, really? Honestly? Yeah, we don't care. We're not going to have to do it. It's, God. Fun car, though. Yeah, that 1.8, son of a bitch. Volkswagen can make an engine. Really good, freaking solid, tough engine. That was a good one. Unfortunately, I ran into something that fell off a truck, and I wrecked the freaking thing. But damn, that was a fun car. Had the sunroof and Oh my God, that thing would go. Little 1.8 liter, just boom. Man, that was fun. Oh, well. Mohammed, maintaining Volkswagen is super easy in Egypt. Well, it depends on the Volkswagen, sir. It really does. Yeah. I like a Volkswagen. My old man had a Super Beetle, I think, in the early 70s. Fun car. The radio worked without the keys being in. What? How do you even remember this stuff? You're an old guy. Some of these things stand out. I don't know, for whatever reason. James Young. The electricals in the Volkswagens. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we could spend an hour talking about all the stupid bullshit that went wrong with the Volkswagen, the Bug, the Jetta, all of these. It was a nightmare oh my God. And I mean, honestly, a lot of women, they like the Bug. They got the Bug, whatever. That's cool. And most women, I think it's fair to say that they don't really work on cars all that much. Some do, but not really all that much. And I mean, to change the light bulb in your freaking headlight, you had to take off the freaking quarter panel in the Beetle, which is what? And the problem was, I don't know exactly what the issue specifically, but apparently they went through light bulbs, headlights very, very rapidly. And so you'd be driving, you got the headlight, boom, gone. You had to bring it in, $600 to change a freaking light bulb. I mean, that's ridiculous. Not designed for repair. That's the problem. I mean, in the old days, like in the 60s and 70s, you open up, it's like there's an engine in there. You could get in there, right? You could actually step into the freaking engine bay and fix shit. It wasn't a big deal. Not with the Bug. There was no room in that thing. Even with the 1.8 liter, you could hardly even change the air filter without taking the damn car apart. Yeah, it was ridiculous. And so for the girls that had these things, if something went wrong, you had to bring it, unless you knew what you were doing, you had to bring it into a dealer. And the Volkswagen dealers would basically rip you off as much as they could. Well, you need a headlight here and you need some blinker fluid and you got this plastic shit over here, blah, 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 blah. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, there was this plastic cover shit on the bottom of this car. I went to the Volkswagen dealer. It's like, yeah, this plastic shit's off. That'll be $378 for a piece of plastic. But here's the thing. That piece of plastic helped drive the airflow around the engine so it cooled it off. Johnny, who sold me this car, the plastic wasn't there. That fucking engine got hot. Extremely hot. Because the airflow wasn't right. And so, the Germans put this plastic stuff in there to make sure that the airflow went right, and it was fine. I mean, I put the plastic on, the thing ran great. Cool, it was fun and all that stuff. But when I first got it without the plastic, son of a bitch, that engine got hot. Ooh-wee. And there's probably a reason why they put it there, Let's see. James Young, after 2 years, the electronics turned the crap. Yes. Tail Gunner 2, Fusion is worse. I had to take the entire nose off to change it. Yeah. Yeah, the work instructions for changing a light bulb in the second generation, I guess, of the Beetle. Remove the quarter panel. What? What do you mean? They couldn't do a thing with the light bulb and put it in. No. I got to take half the car apart to put a light bulb in. It's like, come on. That's bullshit. That's crazy. James Young. Changing bulbs in the 2014 Corolla is easy. But the headlights is a full assembly. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, the Honda is too. Yeah, my car, the Accord, I don't think you can get a bulb. You have to put the whole thing in. But fortunately, you see, Honda, the engineers at Honda and the management and whatever at Honda, they're smart. They provide incentives for the second and third vendors of this stuff to make it cheap. For example, my 2005, I've showed you the pictures of the dude that wrecked the car. The entire headlight assembly was $40. $40 for the whole freaking thing. It's like, what? Yes, I'll take two. Because eventually, as the cars get older, the headlight thing they get all foggy. It looks like somebody's smoking in there or whatever. $40. Okay, give me two. Yeah, and the quarter panel for that car was, well, it was several $100s, but I mean, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like it was going to kill you. Oxygen sensor was like $39. What? Really? The Honda Corporation, smart people. Same with Toyota. In some degree, same with a lot of these car guys. Right? GM. I mean, you can get spark plugs out of a '68 Pontiac and shove it in your new freaking GM because they're the same. Well, maybe not exactly, but you know my point. Parts interchangeable. It's beautiful. I love that. Michelle Guevara, Hairy Chest Awards. What? Dukes of Hazzard, yeah. Just some good old boys. Never meaning no harm. Do. And now we have a copyright strike, actually. All right. Well, I am going to go get some beer. So maybe we'll do something later. I don't know. I'm supposed to be working, but I kind of like this car talk stuff. So maybe we'll talk more about cars. We'll see. And I got to get some food. All right. I'll see you later. Bye. Good to see you today.